again, internet. Today, my fellow VEDA ends, VEDA-ites, VEDA peeps, VEDA home dogs. I'm sorry. Today the we vlog VEDA prompt is to talk about our families. When I first heard about this prompt, I was pretty excited because, well, I love my family. And I talk about them a lot. Family vacations and moving and those kinds of things all figure pretty heavily into the stories that I tell. But now I don't really know what to say. I'm in the middle of 5 kids to answer a question that was directly asked in the prompt. I could talk to you about how my older half-sister is probably the most level-headed of the bunch, or how awesome her 2 daughters are. I could tell you that I will probably never stop looking at my older brother with the sort of hero worship that I've had for him since we were little kids, or how much cooler than me he is, or how in addition to being incredibly cool, he also just has a heart of gold and is ridiculously generous, and anyone who knows him can back me up on that. Not that you're gonna like seek out people who know my older brother. My little brother and I were best friends when we were little. I happily taught him everything I knew, and he learned to resent being talked down to by adults because in elementary school he was already smarter than a lot of them. He's also kind of a much cooler version of me, and is still probably one of the smartest people that I know, even if he does channel that intelligence into ridiculously shitty politics. My little sister, the baby of the bunch, has already made an appearance in several of my videos, but you don't see how much we fought when we were little kids, because I was always insanely jealous of how instantly lovable she is. Truly, you cannot meet this girl and not just want to be her best friend. And so I remember all of that with a little bit of embarrassment because she is now, in fact, one of my best friends. And obviously, if you knew her, you'd be super jealous of me for that. And then of course, as my parents, who are obviously incredibly generous and supportive, as this video is being recorded in my high school bedroom, which has been left largely untouched for me to crash land in whenever I need to for like the rest of time. My father is the actual smartest person that I know. He works in computers, and that's why I had home internet before pretty much anyone that I knew. I don't think anyone loved my gaudy, tacky Spice Girls fan site as much as my father did. I can still remember him gushing about the fact that his 9-year-old was creating things on the internet. I wonder if he had any idea where we'd be now. My mom and I have always been super close. She's the one that I go to whenever I need that extra push to do something that I'm kind of talking myself out of. She's kind of the one that I can count on to say jump. She's fierce as hell, but also incredibly generous and open-hearted, and if you showed up at my doorstep tomorrow and said, hey, I don't know what I'm doing with my life, can I crash here? She'd probably offer to go get your bags out of the trunk. And all of this is great, but what does it actually tell you? I mean, it doesn't encapsulate who they are as people or what they actually mean to me. And if they could talk to you right now, introduce themselves in a sentence or two, I'm pretty sure these aren't the words that they would use. Nor did I even get into all of the other people that constitute my family: cousins, aunts, uncles, grandparents, my best friend and her family. This is kind of thing that I struggle with all the time with vlogging. I mean, I love that I have this outlet to create things and share stories and all of that, but that doesn't give me the right to usurp the storytelling autonomy of those that I love. And nothing that I think of to say ever really sounds right. It always just feels hopelessly inadequate. Like this, actually. And maybe the problem is that it's just too personal to me. I have a bunch of ideas actually about how I could do this video if I had more time. I'm kind of filing it away as a sort of post-VEDA video idea, so hopefully I'll get around to that. I'm looking forward to hearing how everyone else dealt with this prompt. I will see many of your faces shortly, and you will see my face again tomorrow.